Hello and welcome. I'm Areima, and this is Cultist Simulator. Cultist Simulator is one of my favorite games, and this is going to be me doing some kind of raw, unedited Let's Play footage of Cultist Simulator. I don't think we're going to necessarily do a full playthrough, but we might bounce around a little bit, and we'll see how much manages to make it up onto the Areima Plays channel. The purpose of this is that over on the main channel, we're going to be doing a new project. And I figured since I'm going to be recording footage of this anyways, I'd go ahead and upload all of it as raw footage onto Areima Plays, just so that you guys have something to watch. And I might link a playlist of this whenever I actually make the really highly edited, curated video over on the main channel. But we are going to start off by purging our save, which hurts. Because that save right there, the one that I'm about to purge, is the only time I beat this game. I played this game on my phone and on my computer for over 200 combined hours and only beat it once, ever. That's why I said I'm probably not going to do a full playthrough. So purging the save hurts my soul, but we're doing it. Oof. Okay, begin game. The Aspirant. Alone in this chilly city with my useless education and my dreams. What now? Should I become something more? So, this is, we'll just look around real quick. This is a, we're gonna pause. This is a card-based game, but it's not a deck builder. Basically, what's going to happen is we're going to have cards that have descriptions and attributes, and then we're going to have something called verbs. Verbs are places where we can use those cards, and we basically need to, I'm gonna move some stuff real quick. We basically need to experiment with the combination of those two things in order to create various things, and the goal of Cultist Simulator is to become immortal. That seems like a lofty goal, but you'll understand with time. So the only option here is to take our work verb, earn a living, or practice the invisible arts, and take our menial employment and start our job. Another shift at the hospital. Another shift mopping the darkened hallways, delivering post to hollowed-eyed invalids, trundling corpse-laden gurneys to the basement. I'm gonna go ahead and actually, I'm gonna change my options real quick. Give me a Okay, I've also been playing Book of Hours, which is the second game, so I just went ahead and set my keybinds to be the same. Halfway through the shift, the head porter beckons you aside. We won't require your services any longer, he says. Here is your last payment. We've paid you through the end of the month. I've lost my job. At least now I have a little time to rest, and my health improves. Dream is unlocked. So now we have funds, which is our currency, enough to support me for a little while with adequate comfort, and funds. This is my body. There are other bodies, but this one is mine. My mind needs it as a fungus needs soil. With enough vitality, you can gain more health. We'll go ahead and collect those, and they will go there. We're going to go ahead and move our next verb, dream, up to there. Recall my dreams. Once again, I dream of a glow beneath the filthy skin of the world. The light through the black wood, the pale door, the old man. And this game is tense. Actually, we're going to name him real quick. Click the name. No. This game is tense, and it's a lot about balancing a lot of different things. And you'll see that very soon. Everything has a timer to it. Everything has a duration. And this right here, these moments are the only time where I can't fail. But I will be able to fail very soon. It is a difficult game. Recall my dreams. It began when I spoke to the old man in the hospital. He knew my name, but he's dead now. The pneumonia. Why do I dream of him still? What is this cobalt light in my dream? Time is now passing. I have contentment, which is a influence, a memory. Contentment defends against dread, but doesn't last. And I have passion, which is a new aspect or ability. Dull minds are neither intuitive or mathematical. Or never either. Wow, close enough. Go ahead and collect those. I don't care about the contentment. We'll put it over there. It'll go away in a moment. And our next verb. Our next verb is, I think it's think. So this is dream. This is work. I think this one's think, but, or study, but it isn't actually available right now. I need funds to live, but perhaps this recent upset in my circumstances is a secret blessing. Is there something to my dreams? There's a change in the air. At bottom, it does also show us all of our current attributes as well. I actually have things I could do. So I could go ahead and put some health in work here. And while this is running, do some back-breaking labor. And I believe I can also dream. Yes, the moonlit road. I know this dream. A road crests a hilltop and the air is silver bright. I don't have any lore, and you get these beautiful little backdrops whenever you do certain actions. This game is very occult, very mysterious, and it really enjoys its level of mystery. A letter from a solicitor. The old man in the hospital, the one I dream of, has named me in his will. I will hear more soon. And now have time passes. We're not going to worry about this too much, so we're going to put this up in the top right corner. But as time passes, we're going to need fund. Those are expenses. That's what we need to live. If we don't have funds, at least one coin each time the time comes around, we will start to starve. So that is one of our time crunches. There will be more. So by working, we have gained vitality. Vitality is a temporary advancement, a lesson. We can use vitality to improve our abilities, but it only lasts 3 minutes if unused. So we're going to go ahead and put that there. And it also did by us using our health, it fatigued it. So it'll be a minute before this health is usable again. A bequest arrives. The old man has bequeathed me a sum of money and a packet of peculiar papers, poetries, riddles, metaphysical speculations. For the first time in months, here is some fuel for my reason. Study is unlocked, and we got more funds, which is amazing. That means we don't have to worry about anything for a little while. We can use these funds as like a little bit of a backdrop while we get stronger. And then we also have a bequest, a package of peculiar papers from my correspondence executor. I must study it using either passion or reason. And choosing what we did here, what we do here with between passion and reason will kind of set our path. They also gave us reason, which is the last of our attributes, our major attributes. We will study this with, actually, I don't remember. So we'll study this. Do we want to do reason? Passion. I think I'll go reason. This is sort of like choosing a path. And there are many paths, and there's also multiple starts, and the starts actually change a lot. Like, for example, there's a priest start who can't work, and you have to like continue your priesthood and stuff like that, and you have to turn your priesthood into a cult instead of just turning random people into cults. The different starts get really, really interesting. There's also a entirely different game mode, but we probably won't get to that. Let's go with reason, though. I don't want to work more because I want to save my vitality for a moment. I need to remember, it's been a long time since I played, and it's actually kind of part of the point of this series is that we gained some dread. Dread can cause some negative things. If the time comes around and the dread is still here, which it will, the dread will be sucked up into the time passes and it will cause a negative thing. Use of another vitality. I don't remember. I think we have to study the vitality. So we need 2 vitalities, which means we need to juggle things in such a way that we get both of those going. My correspondent describes my dreams exactly. They use names that are instantly familiar. The wood, the house, the hours, the glory. They knew secrets beneath time and the skin of the world. A new curiosity burns in me. There's a note here. Directions to a bookshop that does not advertise its wares. So we now have the directions to Moorlands, a temptation for enlightenment, notes on a possible collaborator, and a watchman's secret. This watchman's secret is a knowledge. It is one of the major aspects, one of the 9 principles of the world, and this one is our knowledge of it. We're actually going to move... I think we're going to move our little collector here, because we should be able to... Yeah, move everything back up here. And then this will be our output. And we're going to start collecting our knowledge along the bottom here. Our temptation is our victory condition. This card will allow you to win an enlightenment victory if you upgrade it far enough. Dreaming about it might advance or change it. So that does mean that we need to dream about it right away, I believe. And I believe we're going to get a choice between a couple things whenever we dream about it. I think we'll just go ahead and do that. So, oh, that's right. So we get to choose an aspect to put into here. Yeah, we'll go for a lantern. There is a victory condition for each of the aspects, and there are 9 aspects. I dedicate myself to pursuit of knowledge. We are going to check real quick while that's running. Is it study this? So I need 2 vitalities. I need to study 2 vitalities to do that. I should be able to get my health back while the vitality is still running in order to be able to get that going. Okay, so time did pass. We'll go ahead and work on our health a little bit more. How long does that take? 60 seconds. This one has 105 seconds. As long as we leave the study verb open, we should be fine, which is something that we want to do all the time, is balance what is open at what times, because we only have so many different verbs that we can use. Light's dedication. I have spoken the words. Each hour has its color, but color exists only where there is light. I will go where there is light. Though it bleach me to glass, I've advanced a step towards a terrible ascension. We have a dedication now. Enlightenment. That is going to be the thing we are going for. I think I have my pools backwards here, because everything keeps getting thrust into the wrong pool. We're going to do this. See if I can... There we go. So that's my output. This is my pool of things that I care about. So we're going to put this off to the left here. This is our goal. I have dedicated myself to the pursuit of higher understanding. I must see beneath the skin, whatever the cost. This makes an enlightenment victory possible. I must be a true initiate of the Manses. I'll need to work with Lantern Aspect to allow the Watchman to see me. I've actually never won with a Watchman victory, so this will be interesting. But we are going to be focusing on getting our vitality up for just a second, so we're going to do that first. We have plenty of money, and I don't have anything I want to dream about right now. A trembling in the air. The sun flickers like a shadow. Dreams ripple behind the surface of mirrors. I must be careful not to drift from the waking world. Fascination may provoke visions. Oh, yes, that's right. I remember now how that works. It's because it's been a minute. So whenever the time passes, each one has a season, and it tells you what's going to come up next, essentially. And so this right now is the season of silence, which means that, yeah. So basically, there's only a chance that the thing that consumes dread will come up. And if the thing that consumes dread will come up, this little magnet means that it will automatically grab the dread, and it'll cause a negative consequence. There are a lot of ways for us to manage our various aspects. This one is something we don't have to worry about unless we accidentally get a fascination card, and then it will go in here and will give us a negative aspect. And if that negative aspect grows too strong, we will die. So we now have 2 vitality. So we're going to drop this vitality and this vitality into there, and it will allow us to exercise, and we will get more health, which is perfect. What can we put into work? We'll work with passion. I believe working with passion involves painting, right? But we do need a yearning. Without it, we'll just get something shitty. Oh yeah, if we work without yearning, we'll get restlessness. That's right. it is a good idea while you're reading things to pause, because time can very much get away from you in this game. It seems like it's slow pace, but so many different things are going to be juggled that it's going to happen. It's going to be like you're crunched in a way that you can't understand. So nothing got pulled into this, so it resolved in a different way. Mirrors are calm, the sun is steady, the glory recedes. I am sane, if that means anything, and we gain a fleeting reminiscence. I believe that we can dream on Dread. So we're just going to test this so I remember this combination. We can dream on Dread with not the fleeting reminiscence. The fleeting reminiscence is a cure to something, but I'm not remembering what it's a cure to right now. I'm going to move these up a little bit so we have some more space. Actually, I think I cannot. And voila. So we now have a skill. Skills are pretty important. I have learned from my experience. Use this with 2 lessons to gain more health. So now we have an extra health to use. This skill will go off on the left side here because those will be something we kind of want to keep track of that we'll use over time. So now we're going to go back to actually doing the storyline. I just wanted extra health so I can make money. Potential collaborator. I have a name, a description, a few tantalizing details, but there are 1,000 faces in this city. We're going to go ahead and study that. Our painting finished. I finished the painting to the excitement of absolutely no one. No one but me. Sometimes paintings will give you glimmerings. Study them to unlock more advanced painting options. So we got some contentment, which is another just kind of like a feeling, kind of like the fleeting remembrance. These are things that are completely temporary, and we'll just do some more annual labor just to keep some money going. They're temporary and can be used for a lot of different things, and they have some aspects there that is important to remember is what aspects as what, because we can use memories in different ways. We have unlocked our 4th verb, talk. An acquaintance. I await a response to the letter. And now I have an address. I'll dispatch a letter and propose a meeting. Talk is unlocked. And unlocked mystique. Mystique attracts attention of hunters, but they can use it to build a case against you, but it will encourage them to look harder. Sorry, they can't use it to build a case against you, but it will encourage them to look harder. We actually can use mystique with our passion to paint better. And I might actually try that because I don't remember what the outcome is. I have become unwell? Why? Oh, I think that's just because I've just gotten randomly sick with the passage of time. And we had a health, which means that it's basically being combated by the health. This is one of the reasons why I wanted more health. And as long as we have a health available, this should be combated, and then we can restore the health. It'll basically damage our health. The reply to your letter is courteous, if cautious. They are intrigued by how you found their name, intrigued enough to meet you, and we meet Sylvia, the first of our potentials. Sylvia lost her eye in the woods when she was 9 years old. Every year at Candlemas, she returns to the place she buried it. We're going to put her over here. We're going to have a few acquaintances. I'd like to talk to her again. Together, we might be more. We found a mystical organization. Here is someone I might work with. A companion or a follower. I must first give something to follow. A society, solidarity, and order. A cult. We have to choose our founding principle, which is going to be the Watchman's Secrets. We're going to establish the Mirror of Glory, an occult society dedicated to understanding of the light that leaks from a fiercer place. And we'll go ahead and put this up here, because I believe that's a new verb as well. You have begun to establish a cult, and we'll need a little more before you can recruit followers. And we did gain some notoriety. That's another one of those temporary negatives that can cause people to hunt us down. Got some more vitality, and I think we need 2 vitality? Or do we need 3 vitality to get another health? Either way, we don't actually have enough right now. So we're going to work with thought we could put something other than restlessness in there, but I'm guessing not. What can we study right now? We can get the directions to Moorlands. Okay. We can upgrade an influence. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get the... How many do we need? So we would need vitality lesson learns, right? So in order to get a vitality lesson learned, we would need 2 vitalities. So we would need to combine 4 vitalities together in order to get 2 lesson learns, in order to upgrade physique again, in order to get more HP. You can see how it's going to get harder and harder to get stronger and stronger, and you're going to really have to dedicate time to it. But for now, we'll get Moorland Shop, because I want to get all the basic verbs and everything going. Move these over. And I don't think this is a verb, actually. We're going to move this over here. That's still consuming my health. I don't think we have anything else we need to worry about right now. A terrible clarity. Our purpose demands we recognize truths that chill the spirit. I must give some of myself. We'll give my reason. I think that's actually fine. I think that only reason can go in there, actually. And there's our last verb. That's the one I was looking for. That's explore. Now that I found a location, I can explore it. And we gained an occult strap, which is not temporary. It's kind of just like a, exploring with this will give you, it's like a little, the currency almost. We can use it to explore with, and it will give us scraps of knowledge that can find secret locations and stuff like that. We also gained a affliction. I believe we have to sleep on this with just a little bit of medicine, and it'll heal our health. Stuff like that will happen all the time. Time has passed and given us bleak thoughts. Dread may provoke full-fledged despair. So if we had a dread card right now, this would automatically absorb it. Or if we generate a dread card in the next 60 seconds, we'll automatically absorb it. And we will gain despair, which is a more permanent malady. Here's Moorland's shop. The dim premises of Miss Moorland, who deals in rare and sometimes dangerous books. And that is actually one of the main things of the entire game, is we want to find books. So we're going to go ahead and drop some funds into there. It takes time. It takes time to sort the gold from the dross, the wheat from the chaff, the blood from the water. If I buy enough books, I'll find something interesting. Books are where we're going to gain knowledge, and knowledge is how we gain a path to enlightenment. We are going to make sure we always have 1 health available. Actually, that's a good question. Oh, I was about to say, where did my other health go? But I forgot that we're sick, so. My first recruit. A cult with 1 member is only an unusual habit. I must have a recruit. Well, just so happens that we have Sylvia here. We'll go ahead and toss that in there. And we found our first book, the Viennessa Conundra. I'm probably not going to read the full books, but this does appear to be an auctionable text. We can go ahead and study it, see if there's anything interesting in here. The texts kind of become a lot, so we're not going to worry about reading them too much. Contentment defends against dread. Okay. So we can use contentment. I think we can dream with contentment and dread in order to get rid of dread. Our rise begins. I have founded my cult. This is a step to greater power. Use your cult to recruit and promote followers. Talk with followers about your cult to send them out on cult business. So we have a temporary headquarters and the Mirror of Glory. These are both going to go on the left side, and I'm going to start a cult line of things. This is going to be my skills. This is going to be my cult. So whenever you're playing this game for the first time, this game is all about experimentation, putting verbs in, clicking on things to see what things can go and where. So we're going to just kind of experiment as if we were playing for the first time. We're going to go ahead and put an occult strap in there because that was one of the things that we could put into the explore verb. There are places in the city where I can find extraordinary things if I can sift through the clues about the history and rumor. This ended, so we're just going to collect more fleeting remembrance from it. And we're no longer sick anymore. Very nice. We have another craving. This is another passage of time effect. Do Do we have anything that would go into it? No, I don't think we have any of these things. So we're pretty much fine for the next few seconds here. Oh, it does actually grab our station for enlightenment. The Watchman's Light. Even in the waking hours, I have begun to see new colors. I'm gonna work with reason and see what happens. Oh, my reason's dead. My curiosity is becoming a physical need. My eyes will be thresholds. It is almost time to perform the work and begin the changes, but I must have enough lantern aspect. Exploration might find more. And it actually caused restlessness. Hey, we can use that. That's useful. We'll use that to paint in a moment. A restlessness is a longing in me. I feel the want to do something. What exactly? I'm going to talk to Sylvia. Discuss business. Significant conversations in a smoky meeting room. What do I need from my follower? Add a... I think I can send her to Moorlands, right? I don't remember, but basically you can have her help you do tasks so that you can get more stuff done. Ooh, that book was actually very useful. It gave us a glimmering, which is a portion of a portion of a passion, so we can get more passion, and we gained a pretty significant. Wow, we have a the first part of Moth now, and it is a 6 strength Moth knowledge. So these are basically knowledge cards, and you can see around the outside thing here, it shows how much strength they have. So that's a pretty strong knowledge. I feel like that was relatively lucky. What else can we study? We can study as fleeting remembrance, but that's mostly just to upgrade it. We can study restlessness. We don't really want to. If we had one more glimmering, we can increase our passion. But our passion did become available, so we can do this. The restlessness might create a glimmering. I don't exactly remember how that works, but we do need money soon. We're down to 6 money. Well, 5 actually. It's counting the coin over here as part of our expenses. While exploring with that scrap, we found a forgotten Mithraeum. This is one of the explorer locations. We're going to put that all the way up there because we're not going to do it for a hot moment. Basically, we can send our cultists. We can't go ourselves, but we can send our cultists to locations to explore and find treasure and loot, which we bring back and use to become as strong. Oh, that's not good. We have attracted the wrong kind of attention. The city is rife with journalists and detectives and other meddlers. Will they leave me in peace? It's looking for an adversary. It doesn't have one. Now it's looking for clues, which means that it's looking for the mystique. Unfortunately, it will find my notoriety, and we will gain a hunter, which is not great. I actually hoped that we would go a little bit longer without a hunter. It becomes another need that we have to balance and take care of. So we triggered a Sida thing. Moth finds light in the dark, so do I. I don't know what that means. I think, though, we can tell her to work on... Oh, we can have someone... We can have her hoodwink someone. Sure, we'll do that. And then... we need to explore more. Although we are running low in funds, so we're gonna... We can run the shop out of currency, so we want to actually do that. And now we have 2 glimmerings. So we're going to put them both in. And that will give us the skill, passion, and gain us more passion. We now have an adversary. There's always someone who doesn't understand, who understands too well. This troublemaker may seek evidence on my activities to share with the authorities. A weary detective. This gentleman would much rather be left alone with his pipe and his illustrated London news. But no, apparently, some conjurer of abominations has to be hunted down like a mad dog, and apparently no one else can find the time. This is the weakest of the people, and ideally we want to keep this guy as our adversary, we could kill him. But the problem is that if we kill him, we would get a new adversary. And basically every detective in the entire game is better than the weary detective. So him hunting us down is a good thing. We gained some more restlessness out of that random moth event there that we triggered. We've also triggered a daily thing for trysts and interludes. Okay. Don't care. We don't really have either of those things. A new book, though. Happy to have it. We need to just do some manual labor real quick. Be nice if we could get a better job, like a better daytime job, because the manual labor kinda sucks. Actually, I think I could have used my skill, my physique, in the manual labor instead, and it would get me like a better job, better manual labor job. We also have a vivid imagination now, which is another skill we can use to work with, which will allow us to actually paint. May daydreams sometimes outpace my dreams. Use this work to paint or with study to use 2 lessons to learn to get more passion. So now we have 2 passion. Very nice. Go ahead and read this book. It's nice that we don't have to use a thing in order to read in this game. In Book of Hours, you have to use an attribute to read. Well, okay. She failed, so that means that she was wounded. She has suffered a wound in our service. Wounded followers don't count as followers and can't be used as agents or assistants. They may die in the season of sickness. Use talk to treat them. Yeah, we should do that right away, to be honest. Attempts the healing, and we will use a little bit of our remaining money to heal her, because there's a particular season that can come around that will cause her to just die. There's a season for everything, basically. Give us a little bit of vitality and funds. So we can spend health with work to do better work, or we can spend... What can we put here? Passion? We can put notoriety in there. And then we can put inspiration in there. We'll use a glimmering as inspiration. Basically, this is like deciding what we should paint with. And we're using our notoriety to our advantage, which will possibly be bad, but we'll see. Actually, I'm not gonna put my funds in there, because that terrifies me that we'll just run out of funds. Studied another book. We have now learned the, what is it? Heart? Yeah, heart. Lore. And I think we need some more money, so we're going to just take a moment here to get a little bit more caught up before we do anything else. A day's work. I have not shirked. That ended nicely. Wound is healed. As much as ever be, a gate of pain and possibility remains. She actually gained some aspects for having a wound, because wounds leave marks that can be used in eldritch ways. So she now has a little bit of luck, but she's mostly a moth follower. But if she has 3 stars of the same type, it will kill a mortal. So she is 1/3 of the way dead through those types of stars, unfortunately. I could use her to explore locations. I can't really use her to make money because she's a moth person. If I can get someone that has like forge aspect, I can use them to make things that I can then sell. But for the time being, I think I'm going to leave her alone because I don't want to injure her more or get more notoriety and then lose her. Oh, goodness. Good. We made a lot of money off of painting. Very, very good, to be honest. How long does that vitality last? Not very long. Oh, but we do have 2 of them right now. So what we can do is we can possibly push towards more health and use some better unskilled labor. This guy is actively seeking us right now. He consumed or sucked in the notoriety, and he's going to attempt to turn it into clues. But he's a shitty detective, so there's a good chance he doesn't. And he's looking for evidence against us. This is one of the many fail states of Cultist Simulator. There are a lot of fail states. It is like balancing a lot of different it's like balancing a lot of plates all at once. So we got some more vitality. We are going to go ahead and run this again. See if we can get another vitality. So we now have a vitality lesson learned. If we can get a second one of those, then we can upgrade our health again. This is over. And he traded some tentative evidence. That was just some bad luck. There's a really good chance he doesn't do that because he's, well, bad. I'm certain that my adversary has lodged a copy of their notes elsewhere, with their solicitor and with their superior, or even with a contact in the press. This is troubling. So this is a problem. This is a very significant problem. If I create more mystique or more notoriety before this 600 seconds goes away, he can upgrade it. But if I don't create any, there's a very, very small to almost negligible chance that he does upgrade it. But he can just upgrade it on its own, because he can be a bastard. And the stronger the detective, the more of a bastard they will be. So I want to try and avoid that. We want more books. So we're going to avoid running into that as a problem for a little while. We want to avoid creating any what's it called? We want to avoid creating any chance that he's going to, you know, have, what is it called? Suspicion. There we go. Wow, I could not think of the word for suspicion. That's going to suck in dread. I don't have any right now. That gave us more funds and another vitality. We will combine these two vitalities for another lesson learnt. And I want more money, so actually I'm going to do some clerical work to see about is that not how erudition you can study to gain more reason? Is that not how I get erudition? I might have forgotten how I get erudition. But I did get a junior position at Glover and Glover, which is not a bad thing, because that will give us some more money. Oh, we did have dread. Did I have any contentment to get rid of it? I didn't. Well, I guess you're going to find out what happens whenever you have dread, whenever bleak thoughts come up. I was so focused on getting my health here going that I kind of neglected that. And we're sick again, of course. So now we have 2 lesson learnts. We can toss this in there, the 2 lesson learnts, and that will upgrade our strength. Two money. That's barely worth it. There is a timer on this. The reason the timer's on this one is not because it'll go away, but because if we go all the way down to the bottom of this particular timer, it means we will suffer a demotion, we'll get fired. And yes, it is in fact an annoyance. It doesn't give us more reason though, so I think we might actually just not do it. Can't I dream? Yes, I can dream on lore. We're going to dream using our Watchman's Secret and just see what happens. Sleep in a room without colors, bleach the sheets, whitewash the walls, dye my hair, and paint my skin. Some pretty interesting stuff. So this is looking for... Oh, that's right. I remember now. If I have 3 dread, it will kill me. You can defeat despair by feeding it contentment. Otherwise, it will destroy you when it reaches 3 dread. So right now it's at 1 level. Which means I need to generate some contentment because it is actively generating dread right now. And our detective has decided to go off and fuck with us again. Like I said, balancing a lot of plates. Now we have better health. And I need my dream verb in order to work on my thing, but for the time being, I am going to just do some manual labor to get some money because I don't have any reason, so I can't. Yeah, I just got demoted over here. Yeah, difficulty at work. Demoted to junior position. I can go back and get my job back, but it'll be hard. Read whatever's at hand. Maybe that's how I get erudition, which is the equivalent to like lesson learned. Aha! Here we go. The bleached way. Color exists only where there is light, and the wood is the place where light does not walk. In the dream, I close my eyes and walk, stumbling, bruising my feet and knees. At last, the underbrush before me grows too thick to pass, and when I open my eyes, I am adrift among black trees. Shadows flutter. My feet know the way back to this place. I have gained one of the eldritch locations, the wood. We're going to put this over here with other locations. I can dream to return to the wood and enter the Mansus, which is the other world where a lot of my old eldritch activities will take place. My progress to ascension it requires that we climb through the Mansus, and hopefully I don't die here and we get to show this off before I die. We're gonna go ahead and do I have any medicine? I don't, so we're just gonna spend some health or spend some money there to get rid of that. Then we need to create contentment. We were creating contentment by painting earlier, right? I think we were. Okay. I think we'll be fine. That's erudition. Yes. Okay. So I can put another reason in there and get another erudition, and I'll be able to upgrade my reason, and then we'll have each of the main skills here for the main attributes. What does that do? That gave me restlessness. I could burn my restlessness. I think restlessness turns into something when it dies, so that's probably a good idea to burn. We'll go ahead and stack the cards. Keep my cards stacked. Yeah, so this is currently at 1 dread. We're pretty far away from that being a problem. How about the detective? He's currently absorbing my mystique, which makes him more... It makes him want to build a case against me harder, but without more evidence, he doesn't actually do the thing. Trembling in the air. Sun flickers like a shadow. Dreams are close. This is the fascination thing that could go wrong. Great. I created 2 glimmerings, but I didn't create... Maybe I have to do it without. I mean, 2 glimmerings is technically useful. I could create more passion. It is a good idea to go ahead and toss these both in, and we'll get the skill for... Oh, great. I also created a dread in there somewhere. Oh, I was right. So the restlessness turns into dread if you leave it alone. So painting away the restlessness is a good idea. Man, I might die in like under an hour. That would be par for the course. I need to take more use of her. Add your cults to send them out on cult business, send them after enemies, or raise another matter. Is there anything else I can have her do? I should have her check that place out. None of those really do anything. I really don't want... I should send her exploring, is what I should do. That also didn't work. How was I creating contentment earlier? I also just created glimmering. I've already forgotten. I might die. I'm afraid of dreaming because dreaming can, like, a lot of dreaming can cause despair. Also, studying can cause despair if the book is, like, evil. Well, at least he didn't find any new evidence, and he didn't make my evidence worse. We now have the skill scholarship, which gives us more reason. And we should probably work. We'll just go ahead and do normal work for a second. I might... You know what? I'm gonna risk it. We're gonna dream. Yeah, we can't dream on our remembrance. We can dream on the wood, so I can show that off before I die. Now I pass between star-barked trees. The moon passes behind branches though her fingers remain in my hair. I am stumbling over roots now. It is tempting to drop to all fours to avoid the low branches. Pale wings move deep in the night. I need to remember how to get contentment. Yeah, if I get one more dread, I just die. I just straight up die. I remember there's a simple way to get contentment, but I'm not remembering what it is right now. Why don't you go explore? That absorbs some health. The reason I'm getting starvation this time because I didn't have any money. It's okay. That'll make me sick, but it's not the end. I don't think. One of the downfalls is that you can actually, like, just straight up lose. And you can lose attributes too. So like there's some seriously bad things that can happen to you from that. Well, we have a lesson on glimmering now. What if I study passion? Can I study passion? Read sentimental literature. Maybe that'll help. And here is this. Time is paused when you're in here, by the way. Here is the manses. And here are all the gates. So we entered through the gates of the wood today. And it'll give us 3 options. We can choose 2 hidden options, or we can choose this, which is a buzzing in the brain, which is basically like, it's a bit of dream energy, a bit of magic that we can pull back with us whenever we leave the manses. At the very top of the manses is the glory, and we have to travel through the last of the gates, the tricuspid gates, in order to reach the glory. If we touch the glory, we will achieve enlightenment and achieve ascension. Potentially. But we need to find our way to the other gates. The white door is the next gates that we'll have to figure out how to unlock. This is basically your main form of progression, and it is very hard to figure out how to get forward sometimes. But for today, I think buzzing in the brain is potentially very bad. So we'll take this, and we got a particular rumor, which is useful. And then we return via... Yeah, that's right. We return via the wood. So many things rise from the well in the wood. Last night it was a swarm with wormy roots. The trees clustered and whispered. Perhaps they were welcoming the influx. I found a sleeping soul ensnared in the woods, and I helped them struggle free. When they awake, they will recall my face, as do I. So this particular rumor will allow me to it'll lead me to a person if I explore on it. My hireling did find someone, a fortune teller. I don't think I need a fortune teller, so I'm not going to pay them. How do I... It says I can dream on this? No, I can't. Can't dream on that. How long do I have on this? 53 seconds, and this is 35 seconds? Okay, good. I won't die from the restlessness, so there's that. I can just dream. This is a chance. There's a chance that that's good. So that also gave me hunger. I need rest and nourishment if I'm to recover, but my mouth waters when my vision swims. I see the red cup, and now and then it will speak to me. Dreaming with hunger before the card fades will allow you to recover health. So I will need to... That's another thing I need to deal with. So many things I need to deal with. In fact, I'm actually going to put this over here because it looks like that collects my new issues, and I will just put these here then. I'm remembering how this works now. So this collects cards, this collects issues. Have her come back. We will actually explore with the particular rumor because there's nothing else for us to do with the explorer card right now. That gave us enough money to pay for today and only today. So I think I will... Can I use this? No, I can't use that. I have to use my passion? Ah, shit. I've made a mistake. I can at least put it in here, though. And that'll kind of, like, suspend it so it doesn't kill me, because I use my passion elsewhere. Right there. And, that unfortunately means that I didn't have the passion in order to paint with restlessness. Well, I don't have any money, so we're not going to use any paint. The job at the junior position at work is looking really nice all of a sudden. I might die from hunger. Well, I won't die from it. What do I need to solve the hunger? I need literally 1 coin. Okay. We're going to move very slowly here. Did I get at least 1 coin? No. But I did get rid of the restlessness. But this hunger means that I will literally lose this point of health. Oh, we're probably going to have to restart. Or I'm also going to die. Well, I now have decrepitude. Some wounds never quite heal. Untreated injuries and hunger become decrepitude, which does not return to health. Decrepitude remains until you die. Yeah, that's just something I have now. So I have less health now. That's a bit of a partial failure state there. We can still win. It's just a little harder now. We're gonna try and get our job back. Because we need to. We did track down a new acquaintance who can become a new occultist. Apparently somewhere in there we created some notoriety and our detective saw it. Come on. We don't have very much time. Oh, we're gonna lose more health. Well, we got our job back. There's an alternate start where you start as a doctor, and the doctor start is a lot easier because you have a job that pays you 3 money, but you can't properly start as a cultist until you quit being a doctor. It's one of my favorite starts to do, simply because, yeah, look at that. Look at all those terrible things that just happened. Our hunter is hunting us down. We're sick again because we're starving all the time. Oh, we did create some contentment somewhere in there. Don't know where. So there's that. We're not going to die from despair. Fucking hell. And our detective did not upgrade the evidence. So the evidence is going to go away soon. So at least that will be soon not a problem. We have money. Thank goodness. Just a little bit of money, which means that whenever... In fact, I'm going to go ahead and continue to work. Because we might be able to save this. The fact that this went down to 2 is like, I went from having 0 hope up to having at least some hope. I'm just going to let things balance out for a second. I'm not going to do anything. So we can dream on the hunger, right? No, because we literally just spent our money. Okay, so this is down to 1 dread now. Well, the evidence just went away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my lady search the city. And there's a chance that we can get... Oh, hey, she found another location for me. I can never say this word. Ecthesis Club? The cabaret with a cult's reputation. Nice. And then I can also have her do this. And just try and, like, burgle people. Just rob people so we can try and get some money. Are we gonna lose more? Yeah, we're gonna lose more health. Okay, this run is officially over. But you've gotten the basic idea. I think at the beginning of next thing, I have more decrepitude now. I'm back down to 1 health. But you get the basic idea. I will probably actually die here because dying is valuable, if that makes any sense. It also will give me some time to relearn what the frick I am doing. Yeah, we'll probably actually die here because we can't solve the decrepitude. But I did get Sylvia to burgle some people for me, and she gave me some money because of that. It gave me a bunch of notoriety. But the first level of notoriety is like perfectly fine. And we do also have funds now, so that's something. We also gained an iron spirite, which we can auction off once we get... There's an auction house location. We can auction this off to get money. So I actually think it's time now that I could actually study as well. Whew. Yeah, I forgot how stressful this game can be. And we're afflicted again. Kind of want to die. So I'm just going to let that affliction go. Because if we're out of health and we get another affliction, it'll kill us. Oh, ooh. She came back with money. She also came back with a jumble, which we can also sell. So we're going to have her explore, see if she can find some locations for us. We read the Chitin Ripe and Moldy Warp's grave and gained another Wood Whisper. What we can do with these is we can actually study these with various things. No, that's the wrong way. So, yeah. Hold on. I don't remember how to combine them. Hold on. Speak this over the corpse on the right, and winter influence will... Oh, cool. We can actually use the Wood Whisper, because each of these is also a particular bit of knowledge as well. But we can upgrade these, and the higher we upgrade these, it kind of represents our knowledge in the various principles. We're gonna put our jumbo up here. He's hunting this down again. She found a shifty woman. That's another burglar. We don't really care about her. Okay. We are going to allow this affliction to kill us, by the way. Intentionally. We can talk to this guy and recruit him. I think I have to put my cult in there. And then we will recruit a new person into the cult. Have her explore more. I want to see if she can find the auction house for me. See, this job makes me a lot of money. Problem is that it just fully occupies your work. Oriflames. There we go. So now we can sell things. So I need to do that a lot earlier next time. And I have tentative evidence against me again. Oh, we have a new cultist. Lidla, a believer. I believe we can upgrade these guys. I don't remember how. You can use cults to talk with the talk verb to recruit to promote followers. Oh, okay. So I have to use the cult, not the person. Okay. There's a random event that gave me erudition and a random event that gave me some fleeting remembrances. See, that gives you a lot of funds. Okay. And I also could sell like books here. And I can sell spirite, which are the currency of the Eldritch World. We're gonna see about how to upgrade this person. So we're gonna upgrade them with Moth and Reason. Does that work? To promote a believer to a disciple, I need to provide an appropriate aspect for the cult to at least the 7th degree. Okay. So I don't have a 7th degree Watchman's Secret. That only brings me up to 4. Do we have any... Yeah, Reason brings it up to... Yeah, only 4. Okay. So I need to upgrade my Watchman's Secret to 6. And then I would be able to use my Reason to get the rest of it to finish that off. I mean, the job's getting me a crap ton of money. Like, we just basically don't have to worry about money while we're at the Glover and Glover. But again, we only have 60 seconds between each time that we have to go to work, so it just, like, completely consumes your time. We no longer have any health, so the next time we're sick, we will just die. Go ahead and explore the club. And we have plenty of money, so we'll pay for entry. The entrance is lost between soft drapes of crimson cinnabar and incarnadine. Above the door, the club motto, In gi rum immus nocte et consumi mur igni. It has been rendered as into night's circle we fly until the fire enjoys us. The drinks, the songs, the lights, the arcing walls, the smoked blue haze, the press and the sway of the clothed and unclothed. It is a useful location. I don't remember exactly what it does. We traded more contentment. Are those being traded whenever fleeting remembrance goes away? Hey, we solved the dread. And he didn't upgrade our... Oh, there we go. We solved dread. I swear there was a better way. You know what? We're going to take our time here and see if we can figure out how we can create more contentment. I think it was by just sleeping like that. Sort of like using this guaranteed failure here in order to remember how to play the damn game. So that next episode, we will have a better chance of surviving. Just got more books, more restlessness. So we need passion and yearning to solve restlessness. Absence from a job has been noted. Seriously, so easy to get fired. Okay, so reason has a chance to create contentment, but I believe there's also a chance that it creates other things. So we're going to toss reason back in there again and just see what happens. More restlessness. The restlessness is being caused by the fact that we want to advance our work, but we're not strong enough to do it. So that book just taught us a glimmering lesson learned, which is pretty useful because it would allow us to get more, the glimmering is passion. It would allow us to get more passion. But this is a failed run because we have 0 health, which means we'll never survive. Like, it's actually impossible at this point. I'm just kind of relearning the game. So that gave us a bunch of that. What does this... More contentment. Because that contentment was actually created by the fact that we don't have someone who loves us. Kind of interesting. We actually created some vitality from dreaming on reason. Interesting. What does resting, going to the club, like, I'm curious what the value here is. Oh, that creates contentment. Okay. So we should have explored sooner. So that's a consistent way of creating contentment. Okay. We're relearning. I'm gonna spend all my money. And there's a chance. We just got unlucky. That's what's happening. There was a chance that whenever we solve this with passion, that we created contentment to deal with the dread. We can also attend an auction, and it will give us a book. So this one's a collection of essays, and we can bid on it, which I don't think we would ever bid on that book. Because the collection of essays, if you see by the cover, it has just like this reason on the front. It means that it would give us a lesson learned, which is actually not too bad, because being able to skip ahead to a lesson learned instead of creating a bunch of glimmerings and then upgrading them is not the worst thing in the world. But just like Morland's shop, the Oriflame, I don't think actually can run out of books that it can sell you. Oh, that book was a teaching on Sanskrit, so it gave us a new skill of scholar on Sanskrit. We'll start those skills lying there. And I'll probably fast forward to me dying here, because it's not going to be super soon, but it is soon. So now we have a sickness, and there is no health left. My life is slipping away. We will die in about 20 seconds. You understand now that's with the fast forward, it is still like balancing plates. Yeah. This game isn't easy. I love it for it. And there is so much to learn so quickly, and so much chance for failure. We died. My body is dead. Where will they find me? I am not here. In the end, my strength was insufficient to sustain my failing heart. I was ill or starving, and I had no health remaining. I should have ensured I had the money to purchase essentials. I could have used Dream to rest and recover from my weaknesses. And it gives us a tarot card showing our death. This has been Cultist Simulator. I have been Areima. I will be continuing to upload a few episodes of this for the coming week or two while I gather footage for a project for my main channel. And if you do enjoy, feel free to leave a like. If you have any suggestions, leave a comment. And if you want to see the rest, subscribe. Goodbye.